despite legal threats. GIV team visit oil spill site in Kana community after delay. Residents, traders decry mounting piles of refuse at the Ozuoba Market flyover. Court discharges passenger accused of unruly conduct on Ibom Air flight. On the foreign scene, 20 migrants dead, dozens missing in Mediterranean boat tragedy. I'm Sam Chinedu, and the news continues after the break.
When in dire need of assistance,
Back. Despite ongoing legal challenges to the August 30 local government election in Rivers State, the People's Democratic Party has flagged off its campaign with the presentation of flags to its candidates at Isaac Borough Park. Some groups and individuals have called on the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, RISIEC, to suspend the election, citing INEC's advice to state electoral bodies against issuing only 21-day notice, as well as ongoing voter revalidation exercise. But RISIEC insists it has met all necessary conditions and will proceed with the polls. The Commissioner in charge of Political Parties Affairs, Monitoring and Security, Godfrey Nwoke, said the Commission has not received any formal litigation notice from groups opposing the exercise. At the campaign flag-off, PDP State Chairman Aaron Chukwuemeka reaffirmed the party's dominance in the state's political landscape.
We are here to flag up our campaign for the forthcoming election of 30th of August 2025. And I want to say that with the crowd, the mama crowd I saw here, PDP is still intact in Rivers State. I want to thank all the candidates for your mobilization of all our party supporters that has come with you. Let me also use this opportunity to thank our leader, Chief Barrister Ian Wike, who made this flag up today to be a success. I want to say, on behalf of the State ESCO of our great party, that we are very, very grateful to Chief Ian Wike for what he has been doing for us as a party.
The minority leader of the House of Representatives, Kingsley Chinda, described the scheduled local government polls as a constitutional necessity.
Firstly, we bring you greetings from the People's Democratic Party caucus in the National Assembly. We are told to assure you, Rivers people, that you are on the right track. We have listened to people on television, on social media, talking about legality or otherwise of the election of 30th. The People's Democratic Party is a party that plays in line with rule of law. Therefore, the party studied the entire process from the appointment up to the timetable for election, and we are satisfied that it is in line with the law. Let ignorant people continue to argue. We charge you, go to the field, run your campaign, win your election on 30th, and you are sure that your victory will be protected.
Moving on, the joint investigation visit to the oil spill site in Kia community, Kana local government area, is ongoing. The spill, which began last Wednesday, had delayed investigations after more than 3 failed attempts to carry out the GIV. The paramount ruler of the community, Lucky Ewo, told our correspondent, Soibio Ruwari, that a team is now on site to determine the cause of the spill. Ms. Ewo, who expressed concerns over the contamination of their environment.
Yes, they have come to check, do their investigation. Since there is much water and oil in that, they are trying to pump it out with their crew, please, and see the fault, what caused it. That's what they are on right now as I'm speaking with. Yes, it's on now. And my advice is for them to do the right thing. What I'm passing around is for them to do the right thing. Let no other person or any smart group came up from any corner and try to sabotage the place and cause confusion.
He insists that the community will not allow anyone to exclude them from the process.
You know, there are prominent men in Ogoniland and in Yola Oilfield as well. They might smart in one way or the other to try to deny the right of the Maya people or the community and my council. If they have discovered that place and see really it is not sabotage, the next thing they have to do is for us to have a meeting. Let them come to the community, we sit down and handle it proper. Those that are lost to their properties and their farmland and everything, they will benefit. It's not for stay in Port Harcourt or anywhere and begin to call community to come. I will not allow that.
He also called on the operators of the oil well to consider compensation for affected farmers in the community.
My concern is about the farmers and the fishermen who are suffering under this period. A lot of farms have been destroyed, killing everywhere. That flow from that station down to that river site where my people used to get one or two things to take care of their families. So my concern is for the owners of the facilities. Let them come up and make sure they clean up that oil and only compensation to make sure they take care of the communities because there is hungry. The little thing they normally handle to feed themselves is no longer there.
In other news, some residents and business owners around the Ozuoba Market flyover have raised alarm over piling refuse in the area. Speaking in an interview with our correspondent, the respondent said the heap of waste have been left unattended for over 3 months and that it now posed serious health risks. Some of the traders said the stench now drives customers away.
The feedback where the place is because the campus for this flyover here and tomatoes, customers already come grab from around the bed. Sometimes they'll say out in the come, say the place is smell. If at times they reinforce to be like, no, this area, place is smell bad. So I don't know anything government won't do about it.
The dustbin in this job is really disturbing. You know, sometimes we can't even breathe and it takes time for them to pack it. So I don't think it's hygienic for women's health. Sometimes when you come here, you can't even sample your market because of the odor.
Sometimes there is customer that wants to come here. They say no, they cannot come close to this side. That this side is smelling. So they would like to go the other lane.
It's polluting the air and it's causing so much damages on the body. Like person like me, I can't even breathe here and putting that air.
The odor of all the parties here can give us the sickness itself. Very, very bad. We are operating a dirty place.
They called on the state government to fund the River State Waste Management Agency to clear the site.
If they don't come pack this dustbin, and so the problems will continue to happen. Government, so they have to pay the people who they pack this dustbin, so that they will put effort to finish up the dustbin, so that you don't go affect most of what they pass for us.
The government, let them put marks for the DC so that the people will come and pack the DC. Even though they never pay them, I'm not saying that payment can be the same. Let them try to pay them, let them conciliate the people for us.
Government should just help us and get us there so that we remove this dustbin from us. You know, market is where we buy things that we eat. So this kind of dustbin is not good for health. Around here, people still go causes sickness.
So, maybe I beg government, let government help. Even like, what they owe them, let they pay them so that they will continue their work. I beg when them beg them, let them come back up for us. I will back with the people more because they don't do Moses and the close.
A correspondent who visited the flyover reports that the refuse is now covering major parts of the road, with vehicles struggling to find access. Also, some residents and business owners along Alakahia Junction and Choba Extension decry the impact of the heap of refuse along the median of the East-West Road on them.
For the environment, this is the way everybody done. Even me, like the smell alone, it cause many people they fall sick. And even where they say something, see what? Mostly where they throw it, they and for road. And it affects people where they say something. Eating food, and we are contaminating a lot of jam inside our system. By letting those environmental people to come and help us and clear up the bin so that we can be able to be safe.
I even told her that last year, things wasn't like this when Governor Singh was sick. But these days, I don't know what is happening. I don't know. It's affecting everywhere. It's smelling. It's even bringing a mosquito. They have that from the smell and I felt my house. If there is anything that...
Former chairperson of the Nigeria Labour Congress in Rivers State, Beatrice Itubo, is urging the state government to make provisions for pensioners who may miss the scheduled verification exercise. Speaking with our correspondent, Emeka Otuka, Mrs. Itubo said limiting the exercise to just 5 days may leave out many retirees. She explained that some pensioners may be overseas for medical care, receiving treatment in hospitals, or facing other challenges that could prevent them from participating.
I am not against any form of biometrics, so long as the aim is to authenticate the number of people on a payroll. But where I have problem is when you say it is compulsory and there's a time frame, there should also be an opening so that just like you have said, those who are not in town, those who have traveled from one purpose or the other, those who are incapacitated, at least will have time that this can also come and be identified, that they can also continue the system. But if it is a kind of a closed shop, that it becomes a problem. It should be flexible such that those who are not immediately available due to one reason or the other will be accommodated even in a continuous kind of exercise so that nobody will be shortchanged at the end of the whole exercise.
Chairman of the Nigeria Labour Congress NLC in Rivers State, Alex Agwanwo, has charged members of the Women Committee of the Union to be good ambassadors of the Labour Union, whatever position they occupy in society. Mr. Agwanwo gave this advice today at the Labour House in Port Harcourt during the Women's Committee Delegates Conference.
Whatever we do as women, we should try to create that impact. We should try to create value for ourselves. Don't look down yourself as a woman. You have the potential even more than men. Try to make sure that you do what you know it is the right thing and stand by what is good. You will see yourself you fly in that particular field of your endeavor. So please, I want to encourage us, be bold and take challenges. Challenges are normal. Please, I want to encourage us, no matter your position, it does not matter your position, whether you are the chairman, secretary, state official, it does not count. What counts is the value, the impact you are bringing to this women committee.
On her part, the outgoing chairperson of the Labour Women Committee, or PICS, Ereko Sima, explained some of the challenges the group has faced while addressing delegates.
They have tried their best. The onus now lies with us. Like I will always say again, the task before the Women Committee is not just for NLC to create Women Committee Commission. It is the willpower to support this commission to function properly. You can't set up a commission, no money to fund, no money for programs, and it moves from the national to the states. It's a challenge to us because each time we move to the Congress chair to ask for money, you know our financial situation and the burden is more.
Still to come, court discharges passenger accused of unruly conduct on Ibom Air flight. Stay tuned. A lecturer in the Department of Crop and Soil Science, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Port Harcourt, Dr. Prince Abam, has advised farmers to adopt soil conservation measures to prevent flood from washing away their crops. Speaking with our correspondent, Onyeka Chinwosu, Dr. Abam suggested the use of proper drainage systems, planting on ridges, and cultivating flood-resistant crop varieties, among other strategies.
Farmers should consult with local agricultural extension officers or research institutions like the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture, IITA, to get access to these resilient seeds.
He also urged farmers to consult widely with local and international agencies for support.
The practice of soil conservation can help to reduce soil erosion, as heavy rainfall can wash away fertile topsoil, leading to reduced crop yields. Farmers can adopt soil conservation practices such as planting cover crops and using organic mulches to protect the soil, ensuring that your farmland has a well-designed drainage system, because waterlogging can drown crops and channel excess water away from the crops.
As you may know, some farmers in Akinima, in Ahoda West local government area of Rivers State, say they have been forced to harvest their crops prematurely to prevent them from being destroyed by floods. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency says it arrested 40,887 drug offenders, including 45 barons, and seized over 5.5 million kilograms of illicit substances in 2 years. NDLEA Chairman, retired Brigadier General Buba Marwa, said this in Abuja today. He said the agency secured the conviction of 8,682 traffickers and kingpins with assets forfeited to the federal government. Marwa said 24,173 drug users had been treated and rehabilitated in 30 rehabilitation centers located across the country within the same period. A magistrate court in Lagos State has discharged Comfort Emerson, the passenger accused of unruly behavior and assault aboard an Ibom Air flight. Magistrate Olariwaju Salami discharged Emerson following the withdrawal of the 5 charges preferred against her by the police. Similarly, the federal government says it will engage Fuji musician Wasiu Ayinde Marshall, better known as Kwam1, as an ambassador for airport security protocol after he attempted to block a moving aircraft at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. The Minister of Aviation, Festus Keyamo, said it took the decision following appeals from well-meaning individuals and the singer's public show of remorse. Recall that the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, had imposed an indefinite flight ban and filed a criminal complaint against the musician. The National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, says it will take action about the profane content of the Big Brother Naija reality show. NBC's Director of Investigation and Enforcement, Pauline Ehusani, said this after acknowledging the receipt of a petition by activist lawyer Madu Abuchi Idam, calling for the ban or restriction of the airing of the Big Brother Naija reality show in public areas. The lawyer had charged the NBC to ban or restrict the reality show within 30 days or risk legal action. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAM, will conduct a special screening exercise for more than 500 outstanding candidates below the age of 16. The screening will take place from September 22 to 26, 2025. JAM Registrar Professor Ishak Oloyede explained that of the 41,027 undergraduate candidates who sat for the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, UTME, over 40,000 did not meet the initial qualification criteria. He said the screening aims to ensure that only the most exceptional and adequately prepared underage candidates are considered for admission. On the international scene, at least 20 migrants have died after a boat overturned in the Mediterranean today, with many more still missing. The spokesperson for the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, Filipino Ongaro, said the boat was carrying 97 people when it shipwrecked 14 miles southwest of Lampedusa. Details are still sketchy, but Save the Children Italy said a baby girl aged 1.5 appeared to be lost in the shipwreck. The UNHCR said there had been 675 migrant deaths on the central Mediterranean route so far this year. On the news this evening, you heard the PDP has flagged off its campaign for Rivers Council election despite legal threats. GIV team has visited the oil spill in Kana community after delays. Residents and traders have decried heap refuse at Ozuobo Market flyover and the East-West Road along Alakahia. A magistrate court in Lagos has discharged Comfort Emerson, the passenger who was accused of unruly conduct on Ibom Air flight. On the foreign scene, 20 migrants have died and dozens more missing in Mediterranean boat tragedy. The news was edited by Onyeka Chinwosu. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Sam Chinedu. Thanks for listening.